मूल कारण ये है, आप जितना अधिक सेकुलरिज्म का प्रचार करते जाएंगे उतना अधिक अपराध बढ़ता चला जाएगा। इस पर आप ध्यान दीजिएगा। अंततः इन अपराधों को नष्ट करने का एकमात्र उपाय है कि प्रत्येक कर्म पर हम ये ध्यान रखें कि ईश्वर भी उसे देख रहा है।
कर्म वैदिक कर्म क्या है? व्याख्या क्या है? सुबह मुंह धोना ये कर्म से नहीं मिलेगा।
मेरा सवाल डॉक्टर व्यास से है। आप सनातन धर्म को रिप्रेजेंट कर रहे हैं यहाँ पर, और आपने कहा कि धर्म के अंदर कोई एडिशन नहीं होना चाहिए। और मैं आप अच्छा, आपने नहीं कहा। मुझे आप ये बता सकते हैं कि किसी सनातन धर्म के किसी शास्त्र में हिंदू वर्ड लिखा हुआ है, या ये लिखा हुआ है कि ये हिंदू धर्म भी कोई आने वाला है? अगर ये नहीं है तो ये सनातन धर्म में ये हिंदू वर्ड कहाँ से आया, और ये हिंदू वर्ड सनातन धर्म से किस तरह से रिलेटेड है, और वो कहाँ से आया हुआ है?
ठीक है, पहली बात यह है कि हिंदू शब्द आप जो समझ रहे हैं कि वो पारसियों के या फारस वालों के आने के बाद हिंदू शब्द हमारी जाति के लिए प्रचलित हुआ, वो थोड़ा आपका भ्रम है। कालिका पुराण आदि कुछ ग्रंथों में हिंदू शब्द का पहले से हिंदवो विंध्यमावेशन वहाँ स्पष्ट उल्लेख है। हिंदू शब्द की उत्पत्ति आपको संस्कृत के पुराने कोशों में मिल जाती है। हिमालय से लेकर इंदु सरोवर तक एक प्रथा रही है, शब्द किसी का पहला शब्द और अंतिम शब्द, पहला अक्षर अंतिम अक्षर मिलाकर पूरा शब्द बन जाता है। आज भी ये प्रथा अन्य भाषाओं, डॉक्टर में DR लिख देते हैं। डॉक्टर का पहला अक्षर D, अंतिम अक्षर R, DR का मतलब डॉक्टर, MR का मतलब मिस्टर। वैसे हिमालय से लेकर इंदु सरोवर पर्यंत का जो देश है वो हिंदू देश है, इसलिए हिंदुओं का जो स्थान है वो हिंदुस्तान है, ऐसा उल्लेख पुराणों में और उसके कुछ प्राचीन साहित्य में मिलता है। नंबर 1। नंबर 2, भाषा विज्ञान की दृष्टि से अगर आप विचार करें तो सिंधु विदेशी जब यहाँ आए तो उनको सिंधु नदी सबसे पहले मिली, सिंधु के आधार पर सिंधुस्तान बना, और सकार का उच्चारण हकार करने की कई भाषाओं में प्रवृत्ति है। इसलिए जैसे सप्ताह का हफ्ता, सरस्वती का हरहवती, वैसे इस आधार पर भी सिंधु का हिंदू बनकर सिंधुस्तान से हिंदुस्तान बन गया है। और ये मैंने कभी नहीं कहा कि कोई एडिशन नहीं होना चाहिए। मैंने ये कहा कि जो मूल शास्त्रों के सिद्धांत हैं उन सिद्धांतों में परिवर्तन करने का हमें कोई अधिकार नहीं है, क्योंकि फल देने वाले हम नहीं हैं। इतना ही मैंने कहा है।
I just like to make a comment. I just like to make a comment.
Very briefly.
Just very briefly.
Only 10 minutes.
Regarding the question said by the brother to Dr. Vyas, he has given a correct definition of the word Hindu, and he said that Hindu is a person living in India, in Hindustan. But that's a geographical definition. By that, if you agree with that definition, even I am a Hindu. But what brother was referring to is the theological definition of Hinduism mentioned in the Hindu scriptures, which I, being a student of comparative religion, I don't come across any. This definition has also been agreed by Swami Vivekananda, that Hindu is a geographical definition, meaning those people living on this side of the Indus Valley civilization. By that I'm a Hindu. But the religion should be called a Vedantist religion, those who follow the Vedas. And one more clarification regarding, you said that I had mentioned that fatwa is the opinion. Yes, I did mention it. But if that opinion is given by the judge sitting on the seat of judgment, it is taken as a judgment and a verdict. So fatwa can also mean a verdict. Let me clarify. And Quran clearly states in Surah Furqan, chapter number 25, verse number 59, that if you are in doubt, ask the person who knows. So if the Quran speaks about medicine, and if you have a doubt, you will take fatwa from a doctor. I have a right to give fatwa when Quran is talking about medicine. I have a right. I have a right to opinion. But if it's talking about fiqh and masail, I can give fatwa, but it will have no value. You'll have to go to a faqih. So in the same way, if the fatwa is given by a judge sitting on the judgment seat, it is taken for verdict. But given by a layman, it is just a layman's opinion. Sister has asked a similar question. She said, we have talked enough of Taslima Nasreen Zajja. Now we're going to talk on the satanic verses, which I can give a lecture on that, which I don't intend doing. Regarding the verdict, again it comes to the same thing as I mentioned earlier, the verdict does not change. Same. But if you want me to throw some light on the Satanic verses, I do agree that Salman Rushdie has abused our beloved Prophet Muhammad, may peace be upon him. He has abused his wives, etc., who are the al-Mu'mineen, the mothers of all the Muslims. He has. But what I fail to realize that why hasn't some scholar thrown some light on what else has written on that book, which I will give my opinion. Why I'm giving the opinion? Because I have read that book, Satanic Verses. I have read that. If you want to read, you can go to London or America. There's a copy freely available. I had been to London and America. Just giving a gist on what Salman Rushdie, besides he abusing the Muslim characters, he has even abused his protectors. The London people, the British government who has protected them, he has abused them. On the very first page, or you could say the first page of the first chapter, actually it's page number 3, he has abused the Londoners. He says, London bhai, the first page of first chapter, that's page number 3. London bhai, and he abuses. I can't use that word, believe me, I can't use that word. I tried to use that word when I was having a dialogue or debate with a priest while I was quoting the Bible in Deuteronomy, chapter number 23, verse number 2, which says, the dash, I don't want to say the word, the dash, shall not enter the congregation until the 10th generation. If you want to know the exact word, I'll just give a small, brief joke that when there was a party going on, everyone who wanted something on the table did some rhyming. So the Duke said, Queen so fine, pass the wine. The one person whose English pronunciation was bad, and he wanted to have some custard. So he said, Duke the dash, pass the custard. So now you know what the word is. If you don't know, you can refer to the Bible. It is mentioned 3 times. And Salman Rushdie used that word 29 times. 29 times. Imagine. And the irony is that the British government speaks of freedom of speech. According to an article in the Daily News in London, 22nd of May, 1989, there was a big article called for ban. Ban for whom? Not for Salman Rushdie. Call for ban for Mickey. He was an actor from America. Mickey, he came and he used the 4-letter word for the policies of Margaret Thatcher. I'm sure you don't want me to repeat that 4-letter word. It is father, uncle, cousin, king. Still, if you don't know, ask the person who knows. He used that 4-letter word to describe the policies of Margaret Thatcher, and the MPs, the Tories of that parliament, they said, call for ban. Now Salman Rushdie uses that same word, but makes it active, adding ing, 4-letter, he makes it 7-letter. And in one paragraph, on page number 270, in one paragraph, he uses that word 4 times. 4-letter word, ing, making it acting, describing the activities of Margaret Thatcher, and it goes down the throat of the Britishers. Why this biasness? An American actor uses a 4-letter word for Margaret Thatcher's policy, you call for ban. And none of those people who supported Salman Rushdie raised their voice to support that American actor. Why? Why the double policy? Because he uses it 4 times, making it active. And if you read that book, he's used that word 52 times, 1 for each week, 52 times. I've read the book, therefore I'm saying. And 5 times he's used only that 4-letter word. You can make a dictionary out of it. Ing American, ing allies, all these, you can make a dictionary out of it. And he has even abused the Prime Minister, the ex-Prime Minister, who was the Prime Minister at that time. And he says that, and he calls it a nickname, like he does for all the characters. He is called the Chamcha. He personifies himself as Chamcha or as the Jibreel or Spunu. He calls Margaret Thatcher Maggie. And what he says, torture. You know what the meaning of torture? Torture means Thatcher. He says torture and full stop. 1-word sentence, beautiful. I do appreciate Salman Rushdie for his pen. 1-word sentence, torture, full stop. Maggie the 5-letter word. I don't want to repeat it. It's a female dog. He says torture, full stop. Maggie the 5-letter word. That's right, I'm answering the question, brother. Because she said that she wants me to throw some light on the Satanic verses and on the verdict of Salman Rushdie. Regarding the verdict, it remains the same as my previous answer. Regarding throwing light, I'm throwing light, brother. If you give me the permission, just a couple of more minutes. So that, how many of you out here knew all this was mentioned in the Satanic verses? Oh, very good. 2, 3. So I'm 3. So did you know all this was mentioned? Do you know torture referred to Thatcher? Oh, very good. We have intelligent people out here, but the masses don't know. So